Then Jesus said to them, of course, I will not be doing so much of explanation because of time. Then Jesus said to them, take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees. What does leaven means? Yeast. Leaven means yeast. Now, for those of us who are familiar with making pastries or making cake or something like that, you don't put too much yeast in whatever you are doing. You just put a little. But that little will do wonder in whatever you put it. Now, that is to tell you that there are things that can be small, but their effect is not small. It's just like when you put salt in food. You don't put so much, but it has so much effect. Do you understand what I'm talking about? There are things now, and Jesus here speaking and say, pay attention to those little things, yeasts of the Pharisees. Let's read on. And they reasoned among themselves, saying, is it because we have taken no bread? I don't want to go into that explanation, but let's go on. You get the points now. But Jesus, being aware of it, said to them, it means that they misinterpreted what Jesus said to mean something else. But Jesus now needed to help them understand the context by which he was speaking, to say that you should be careful of the leaven, of the yeast of the Pharisees. And I said to them, O you of little faith, why do you reason among yourselves that it is because you bring no bread? I'm trying to rephrase it so that you can understand what that place says. Do you not yet understand or remember the 5 loaves of bread that I was telling them, that have you forgotten that if I can make little bread, multitude? It's not about bread. That's not what I'm thinking about. There's something I'm talking about here that you need to understand. Next verse. On the 7 loaves, he said that we had one instance where I turned 5 loaves of bread to multitude, 5,000 ate from it. We still had more left. Now, there's still another instance again. It's not just that one instance alone. You don't say that it's just a coincidence. It's something I can do. It's there. You get. Not the 7 loaves of the 4,000 and how many large baskets you took up. So we do these things. So it's not really about bread. Verse 11. How is it you do not understand that I did not speak to you concerning bread? This is not a matter of bread. But to beware, he's saying it again, of the yeasts. It is so small. It looks so insignificant. It looks so something that you can ignore. But I'm saying beware of it, of the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees. Verse 12. Then they understood that he did not tell them to beware of yeast. He's not talking about yeast, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and Sadducees. Now, what does doctrine do? Doctrine changes your mindsets. It changes the way you think. Jesus was telling them, be careful of the things that affect your mindset. He was telling them that there are little mindsets that you have that is going to stop you from so many things. That's going to cause serious havoc, wreak serious havoc in your life. And that is why it is important that as Christians, we do not look away from things that are very important. Can we have the microphone passed? Because we will need to do so many things together. All right. I have written here that many times, just follow the introduction, and I'm reading the introduction. Many times, the little, seemingly insignificant things are the most important and the most dangerous. People don't pay attention to little things. But those little things that you don't pay attention to, they are the most important things. Concerning your health, those little things are the most important things. Concerning your marriage, those little things, you think like it does not matter. They are the most important things. Don't take them for granted. Are you getting the point? And the most dangerous, and they're also the most dangerous. Remember, poisons don't come in large quantity. Did you see poison that comes in bag? Have you seen poison in sack, bag? Say, I want to kill somebody and this is the poison I'm going to use. No. You just need little. It doesn't have to be so much. That little is enough. It will do the signs and the wonders. Hallelujah. Little things are not as little as we think they are. A little here, the Bible talks about a little here, a little there. Eventually amongst to great impacts that spoil great things. Those who don't pay attention to little things eventually becomes little. Let's read on. Anyone who is careless with little end up becoming little. Anyone who is careless with little end up becoming little. The seemingly insignificant things render many people insignificant in life. This thing is sounding like rhyme, but I don't want us to take it like rhyme. Are you getting what I'm talking about? Seemingly little things matters a whole lot.